We all have our favourite players from previous FIFAs, but you might be surprised just how many have a real face in FIFA 23. Now most of these career mode icons are still only 26 years of age and can still do a job in FIFA 23, so how many of these do you remember? Firstly, central defensive midfielder Amadou Diawara, who in FIFA 17 had a potential of 87. Next up we have the centre-back Tin Jedvaj, who back in FIFA 16 had a potential of 86. Wide midfielder Emre Moore back in FIFA 17 had a potential of 87. Next up, a member of the iconic Ajax FIFA 16 team, Jaro Riedeveld, who back in FIFA 16 had a potential of 86. Another member of that same squad was Anwar El Ghazi, who back in FIFA 16 had a potential of 85. Portuguese wide man Bruma back in FIFA 17 had a potential of 87. Was definitely one of my favourite strikers a few years back. Antonio Sanabria back in FIFA 16 had a potential of 88. Having an excellent season with Fulham, Kenny Tete is another member of the iconic Ajax FIFA 16 team who back then had a potential of 85. Serbian winger Andrija Zivkovic had a potential of 88 back in FIFA 17. Probably my favourite member of that iconic Ajax FIFA 16 team was a central midfielder Rashidli Bazoa, who back then had a potential of 88. Another very well-rounded central midfielder from that period was the German Julian Weigl, who back in FIFA 17 had a potential of 87. Formerly of Barcelona but now playing at Getafe is the winger Munir. Back in FIFA 16 he was an exciting prospect with a potential of 86. A striker that I definitely recommend trying out in FIFA 23 career mode is Fiorentina's Christian Kouame. Back in FIFA 19 he had a potential of 89. Dragowski was everyone's go-to goalkeeper back in FIFA 16 when he had a potential of 86. Danish international striker Kasper Dolberg back in FIFA 18 had a potential of 88. Now you don't get much more of a career mode legend than Briel Mbolo, who back in FIFA 16 and 17 and 18 had a potential of 88. However, running Mbolo close for a legendary career mode striker is Anthony Martial, who for several years in FIFA career mode had a potential in the 90s. Up at the other end of the pitch, a consistently high potential centre-back around that period was Germany's Jonathan Tah, who back in FIFA 16 had a potential of 88. Another solid centre-back around that period was Chancel Mbemba, who back in FIFA 16 was an exciting prospect with a potential of 86. However, my favourite ever career mode centre-back back in FIFA 17 and 18 when he played with Toulouse along with the goalkeeper Alban Lafont was Issa Diop, who had a potential of 88. One of the most well-rounded young career mode midfielders was Renato Sanchez, who back in FIFA 17 had a potential of 90. Before moving to Aston Villa, he was already a career mode favourite at Bayer Leverkusen, and before that at Genk in Belgium. The winger Leon Bailey, who back in FIFA 18 had a potential of 89. One of the highest potential young players back in FIFA 19 with a potential of 93 was a Real Madrid winger Marco Asensio. He was already a career mode favourite when he played for San Lorenzo back in his native Argentina before moving to Atletico Madrid. Angel Correa, who back in FIFA 16 had a potential of 88. He was my favourite hidden gem striker back in FIFA 17 when he played for Bursaspor in Turkey, Enis Unal, who had a potential of 86. Now if you're managing a top club in FIFA 23 career mode, a first team ready left back that I always recommend is Grimaldo, who back in FIFA 17 had a potential of 87. Now he's had a consistently high potential since he was added back in FIFA 14. He's been loyal to Sassuolo throughout his career. The winger Domenico Berardi back in FIFA 15 had his highest potential of 87. Now you don't get much more career mode iconic than the FIFA 16 and Elect version of Youri Tielemans when he had a potential in the 90s. He's been excellent so far for Leicester City. His contract is due to expire, so who knows where he'll end up next season. Like I said at the start of this video, most of these players are still only 26 years of age and could still do a pretty decent job in FIFA 23 career mode. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to tune in next time. But until then, it's FCG out.